morning, everyone, and welcome to In the Office with Joseph Skoda. I don't know if you can see it or not, but today my office is inside of my car. Hey, a good place is any other place. Sometimes it's on the beach, sometimes it's in my bedroom, living room, sometimes at a party, sometimes it's actually in an office. But you never know, it doesn't really matter, because today and every day is always full of possibilities and opportunities. Sure, we might wake up with our back hurting or our foot sore, maybe the same financial situation we went to bed with. It happens. But do you realize everything in our life is temporary? The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all temporary. And often you and I can choose our happiness. Sure, we can't choose if some loved one passes away, or we can't always choose if we lose a job right away, or even if someone cuts us off in traffic. How dare you do that? But we're all guilty of doing that to each other, aren't we? Don't we cut other people off? Don't we cuss people out, even under our breath from time to time? And don't we give recommendations or piss off someone at their work, where sometimes they may lose their job because of our poor attitudes? Now, if we would just get rid of our poor attitudes and our frustrations of life, we can see there's a better world out there full of opportunity. It's really true. When one door closes, other doors do open up. Now, we don't always see them right away, and sometimes we may be a manager of a furniture store or retail store, and a job opening may come up, I don't know, aquatic center or a nonprofit organization or something else, and we don't see it as an opportunity because we're used to furniture stores. Use the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained throughout the years and be willing to take on new challenges. We never know what the future's going to hold for us. But if we stay in a mindset where woe is me and I lost the best job of my life, or worse yet, the best relationship I have ever had in my life, and are afraid to experience and try something new, we're missing out. We absolutely are missing out. Now, even if you're an accountant, you lower a little bit and become a bookkeeper part-time, it's okay. It's still a step in the right direction till that perfect opportunity arises. And if you let it, it will arise. There are so many things going on out there. You know, people are complaining they don't have work. And I live in a neighborhood where a lot of people need their lawns cut or cared for. You know, dog or cat sitting is really big in some big cities. Lemonade stands, hard to make a living doing that. But there are other opportunities that can augment your income a little bit. Sure, we'll never get rich having a paper route, and may never get rich walking dogs, who knows. But I know of a woman who used to teach bridge to some of her friends in Beverly Hills, and she was making 6 figures a year. Her husband was a big lawyer, and she was just bored. So she started teaching people how to play bridge. There really are opportunities. I'm sure she didn't grow up as a teenager, early 20s, early time of her marriage, thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do for a living? There are opportunities and jobs out there. Hey, start your own podcast or TV show. Get a bunch of like-minded people and go out there and do something. Hamburger stand on the street corner. Doesn't matter. Starting a business. Sure, it can be hard and difficult. And sure, most businesses don't make money for 4 or 5 years. That's true. And if you're not willing to make that investment in your time, talent, or resource, it can be really challenging. It's okay to find partners, someone out there who believes in you and you believe in them also, and you're willing to work together to make something happen. Sometimes things don't just happen. We have to make them happen. as I'm saying, hey, go back to school is a real good option for a lot of us. Community colleges are so inexpensive almost everywhere, especially if you're a state resident. If you're traveling state to state looking for that good deal, it'll be a little more challenging because you're not really illegally a citizen of that state. Or worse yet, you're not a legal citizen of our country. And that can really slow things down. So do it right. Get your paperwork in order and make sure you do it right. Now, college is not for everyone. Sure, I have several degrees, and I'm not going to talk about them right now. And a long, good career in the military, was able to retire from that. But I'm not using the degrees directly or even my experience in the military in my current business or my current ventures I've been doing the last few years. Sure, I use the education I've learned. You know, I do have an MBA. I do remember some of those things that helped me, you know, do my research when starting a company and learn different things about networking, and those are extremely important. Extremely important to use your education you have, formal or informal. We all have an education of some sort. One of my favorite books of all time by Robert Kiyosaki is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If nothing else, spend your last dollar or a couple dollars and purchase that book. It tells you the different mindset of someone working their whole life for $1, and then the difference, someone who uses that dollar to work for them for their whole life. Literally, it's all a mindset for each and every one of us, and that's just the way it is. And if we're stuck on ourselves or we're stuck in our circumstance, we often are confused. We often are misguided. We often don't know maybe where our next meal's coming from. As they say, we're a product of the 5 people we associate with, the 5 people closest to us. So be careful who you choose to spend most of your time with. Sure, if you're still in school, you're a little stuck with, you know, some of your classmates. But you can pick and choose which ones you want to really hang out with. And I encourage each and every one of you to do that. Today is a day God has made, and it's full of opportunity. Challenges, yes, but we can only grow through those challenges put in front of us. Those obstacles. You know, as in the military, we had an obstacle course, and we have physical training every year. We were in the Army Marines where we did it almost every day. I was in the Air Force, so once or twice a year. But we always had an obstacle, always had a challenge, and we knew the requirements to get through everything. Once you know the requirements to make it in a life, to make it in a business, to make it in a job, it's up to you to fulfill those requirements and get the job done. Sometimes employers will hire you and give you 6 months or even a couple years to get certain certifications or credentials or even a degree. Don't waste that time. Appreciate it. Now, I'm an ex-realtor also, and I enjoyed that a little bit, and that was a challenge I did not like. And here's why. I didn't want to wait 2 or 3 months later to get paid. Because often you're working, doing open houses or hustling for business, and by the time you find a buyer for the house or seller for the house you're trying to, whatever, you know what I mean. It can be a couple months later to get paid. Now that's okay if you're consistent. And here's the key. If you're consistent in anything, cutting grass, walking dogs, real estate, insurance, whatever it is, you will eventually be able to make a living and be successful, provided you take the right turn when you have to take the right turn and be open to whatever opportunities in front of you. We cannot be so close-minded because there are going to be challenges every day. There are going to be opportunities every day. And it's up to you and I whether we're going to smile or be frowning and pissed off with the world around us. You and I can make it or break it. And you better thank God for even the challenges he puts in your life, because he does show you how to get through it to make us all stronger. And please praise God in good times and in bad, and be the best you that you can be. And keep your mind open to all the opportunities around you. Life is good, and you can make it even better. Have a great day. This is In the Office, in my car, with Joseph Scota. Have an awesome day.